Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avadon. Last episode we had basically finished exploring throughout here and doing everything that there was to do in here. Now, it's finally time to head out and take care of the quest we have out here. Head up into Camaria and into the Dorla Woods. Alright. Here we are. You are deep within the Dorla Woods now, far from the protection of Avadon. Out here in the Farlands, it is important to always be careful. For some, the temptation to slay a servant of the Pact can be overwhelming. You have been following the directions you received. Supposedly, if you follow the paths through this region to the northwest, you will be in the area where the shadowy beast was most often seen. Although you are far from any large settlement, this area is not mere wilderness. You can sense an energy in the air, making your hair stand slightly on end. There's powerful magic concentrated nearby. Yes, I believe we had heard of such things. There's a camp there. Ah! A shadow walker walks out of the woods ahead of you. He hasn't drawn his blade, so you keep yours sheathed. You start looking around for signs of an ambush, but everything seems safe. Then, as the man gets closer, you realize that he is strangely similar to the shadow walker who contacted you outside Zethron's lair. The one who asked you to call him the Wayfarer. Then he reaches you, bows, and says, "Greetings. It is good to see you again." And you realize that the Wayfarer has somehow followed you here, all the way to the other side of Linnaeus. How did you get here? He gives a little shrug. Avadon is not the only faction that is wealthy and powerful. Others have remarkable resources as well, including the ability to keep their honored servants to move very quickly. Help, I mean, not keep. Why have you followed me here? Follow you? I did not know I was following you. I only heard that hands were coming here. I followed them, and it turned out to be you. You should grow used to it. Now that you are a hand, you will be constantly sought out by those who would give you wealth and other rewards for your aid. For example, the way I asked you for help in the Kava. I retrieved the information you asked for. I am aware of that. I am grateful, and I hope that you return to our contact point to collect your reward. I am happy that my trust in your skills was not misplaced. Well, what do you want? Oh, you will have other opportunities for employment, to be sure. Do not worry. However, I am not trolling for aid at the moment. I have just come north to learn what will happen to poor Dorlstead. Now that Avadon has been called, we want to know how far the destruction will spread. So if you can tell me, why are you here? And who has sent you? We all have secrets. That is mine. My employer wishes to remain private for now. Well, since you will not tell us who your employer is, I'm afraid I cannot tell you why I am here. The Wayfarer nods. No, but you are here in the wilds. On a hunt, perhaps? No matter. I don't care about the purpose, only the effects. I mainly want to see how much of Dorlstead ends up destroyed. I doubt any of it will be destroyed. I am only hunting one beast. You are touching in your optimism. Sadly, that is rarely how these things work out. You think that there is only one small problem here? Once Avadon's gaze is on a place, destruction follows. Its power demands to be used. I am only here to watch the process. It is rare to see it from beginning to end. It will be different this time. The Wayfarer nods. But of course. Now I must go and find a place to conceal myself. The roads are unsafe and I have much to learn. Excuse me. He gives you a polite bow and leaves to the south. You try to ask him another question, but he only responds with a wave. Well, goodbye then. Farewell and safe travels. He gives you a polite bow and leaves to the south. So that was the Wayfarer again. What is his deal, I wonder? Well, for now, I think we're probably just going to stick to the road and see what we can find by sticking to the road. And the answer is rats. Not where I wanted you to go. I see more rats. There you are. Why did you go all the way over there? Didn't make sense. Okay, you leveled up. Dexterity to 10, I think, works. And what are we going to give you? I like the idea of the blade sweep. I think that's a good idea to grab. The parry idea is also nice. Second wind would allow us to improve path of the blade. Sure, a point and triumphant roar. Then it'll be 2 more levels and we can get hamstring and blade sweep, and then from then on we can just improve however we want. That'll be nice. Okay, so it looks like this path actually leads over here. And over here are some lizards. No, those are basilisks. That is more than a little concerning. If they freeze us, I will not be happy. Stunned, active mist. There we go. Got it. Hey, basilisks. That was a thing that happened. Okay, that leads further west. That might be where we're supposed to go. Here's further with this road. There's a camp here. There's a camp of young Cimmerian hunters here. They sit around the fire, eating a thick game stew and telling stories. And then they see you. You stare at each other awkwardly, each side unsure if a fight is about to happen. And then some spiders decide to do a favor and break the tension. They scuttle out of the undergrowth where they were hiding, trying to ensnare a delicious farlander or two. Spiders! Okay, go! Kill them! Alright, Ice Storm. You can get 3 of them. Bam! That'll help out. Now we just need to work on keeping all of those guys alive. They are not very strong. Alright, and you can't Ice Storm again. Shit. Okay, Lightning Wind can actually reach all of them. Excellent, that's 3 of them killed. 1 guard is in trouble, though. Okay, good. See if you can heal. That works. One of the hunters turns to you, stunned by the ease with which the spider snuck up on the camp and attacked. The young Cimmerian stammers, "Thank you for your help. I would not have expected. Thank you." Then the survivors pack up their goods and their wounded and flee south to the safety of Dorla Stead. Glad we could help. Clearly you needed it. Yeah, we'd be stealing all that, but I'm not gonna bother. Alright. Continue following this road, and this doesn't look good. There are several tribal warriors standing around the wreckage of a small caravan. They have just robbed it and are picking through the remains for any items of value. There are no bodies. Looks like all the defenders fled into the woods. Then they see you. They grab their weapons and move to defend themselves. Janelle looks at the markings on their faces and gasps. "These are not Cimmerians. They are from the Wild Realm, people of the Pact." Their leader brandishes his weapon, but he looks terrified. "Pact warriors? Came all the way here to find us? Well, I am Vid. These are my people, and we will not submit." Submit? I have no idea who you are. The warriors confer with each other briefly. Vid turns to you.
Really? That is a relief to us. We have been driven out of the Wild Realm by a great injustice, and we are glad that Avadon's assassins have not yet found us.
What injustice is that? Vid steps forward. You see that he is very young, but he bears the trophies of a warrior far older.
We are from the Wild Realm, warriors of courage and honor, but a rival clan was sneaking into our hunting grounds and stealing our game. Of course, our honor demanded that we punish them for this, but they were using the Pact's free roads to travel into and out of our lands.
Janelle nods.
Ah, I see. I understand completely.
Janelle, what do you see?
That their enemies were using the Pact's laws to rob Vid's tribe. It was a cowardly act, deserving of severe punishment, but the Pact would not see it that way.
Vid nods.
Yes, the sister sees it perfectly.
Janelle blushes slightly. The free roads?
Your Pact has roads that run all over Linnaeus. All can travel on them safely and without tolls. But in the Wild Realm, the land of clans has always been held as sacred, and the tolls are a major source of wealth for us. The free roads are an insult to the Wild Realm. For other tribes to use them to enter our most private lands, it was too much.
Why is this clan your enemy? The question clearly makes no sense to Vid.
Some clans are allies, some are foes. It was always thus. I don't see what is hard to understand.
But there has to be a reason. Okay. And what did you do exactly?
Well, they thought the free roads protected them. The raiders were returning home, heavy with game, careless and noisy. And drunk. Our punishment for them was swift and merciful. 2 we killed, 2 we cut. The rest were allowed to leave with only a beating.
Janelle nods.
You indeed showed restraint.
And yet that was enough to anger the Pact once the kin of the lost warriors betrayed us to them.
They should not have betrayed you?
That is...
Vid spits.
What true tribe of the Wild Realm needs outsiders to settle these grudges?
And so you fled.
The Pact warriors came for us within the week. When our clan told us of their coming, we fled north. Now we live here, robbing the foul Cimmerians to live. But for bad luck, you never would have found that we are here. Now Avadon will be angry with us.
This is bad news for them. People of the Pact are not allowed to hunt and raid Farlanders without permission. It angers the Farlanders and disrupts the peace of the Pact, which really annoys Avadon. Janelle says,
Yes, bad fortune indeed. Indeed. It would be better if Avadon never knows we're here.
She turns to look at you.
Oh boy. Either we piss off Avadon,
or we piss off our companion. Janelle wants them to go because the laws of the Wild Realm are what they are, and, well, he felt crossed, and he's effectively a fugitive, though. They got their revenge, but that revenge came with them being punished for taking their revenge. And now they're refugees, breaking the laws. They broke the laws of the Pact before, and are breaking the laws of the Pact even further now. Janelle wants to deal with them wants them to go away because they're kin to her. But at the same time, they're just going to continue breaking the laws. Like was just said here. They shouldn't be raiding the Farlanders without permission. This would just cause diplomatic issues, and if Janelle wasn't here, I would immediately tell them that they'd have to face for their actions because of the laws of Avadon and the laws of the Pact. With Janelle here, oh God, I should act that way. I should. It's going to make Janelle angry and upset. I'm sorry. The laws of the Pact are harsh, but just. You are breaking them. If you will leave... What I want to say is, if you will leave this area of the Farlands, find somewhere else to go. Obey the laws somewhere else. You know what, it's fine. You had your own laws in the Willed Realm that you followed. Your own rules, your own way of things were working. The Pact conflicted with them. And I do kind of wonder what happens when the Pact conflicts with other laws in other countries. This... I honestly here's a question. How does it work here in real life? Like, say, for example, if the laws of, say, the United Nations, or whatever they do, interact with the laws of one of the member countries. I don't know how that works. I tend to keep far from politics. I apologize, Janelle. The laws of the Pact are harsh but just, and I'm afraid you are breaking them. Vid nods. That is true. I see that. I can be convinced to change to find a different way to survive. I would happily submit and flee deeper into the woods, but our leader, he has more anger than I do. I will try to convince him to submit, but we will see. Vid and his warriors gather their weapons and stolen goods and prepare to leave. Wait, I need to know something else. Vid turns back. I'm sorry, we need to return to our fellow warriors and decide what to do next. I don't think our leader will be wise, but there is no time to spare. Vid looks Janelle in the eyes. They exchange a long glance. Then the Willed Realm warriors, moving with great speed and grace, disappear into the trees. I'm sorry, Janelle. Hopefully they will see reason in this. So they're over in here, it looks like. Ah, they're over in that direction. Well, we'll investigate that passage at some other point. This is the other end of the road. So, it looks like... explored part of this, but there's still a lot that can be explored. A lot. So it's to the northwest that we need to go, but there's more that we can explore here. Ah, here's a road. Basilisks over here. Wonderful. No, there's no basilisks. There's just giant lizards. Okay, just giant lizards we can deal with easily. Why did you run all the way down there? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, that is a path. This is also a path. Leads to a nest with battle runes down. Huh. Okay. Actually, we'll go up this way. Yes, this is another road that we didn't follow. And there are spiders here. I saw you there. Hello, spiders. We're here to murder you. Deep Woods Hunter. Critical. Ow. Stunned. That's not good. Blade shield. That's not good either. Alright. Let's give a savage blow. Ow! Holy crap, that was painful. Alright, let's try this. That did not do as much damage as I had hoped. Fine. Do not attack it again. Not with that blade shield. Instead, keep him there. There we go. Got it. Okay, potion of speed, sapphire, and anything else in here? Lockpick. That's handy. And that's basically the other side of that path. Okay. Well, I think we can go up here to investigate what's over in this area that this path was uncovering. Let's see. Interesting that, ignore that, beep. That's interesting. Ah! The heck is this? There's a stone stairway here. It is recent construction, descending steeply into the damp earth. Several totems surround it, and a heavy medicinal reek wafts up from the pit. Several small gifts have been left here. Janelle sniffs the air and smiles. Ah, potions. A nice, safe place for it. Easily buried when something goes wrong. Huh. Let's take a peek. Very well lit. Hello there. There's an old, withered woman working in this dank chamber. At least you assume she is old. The foul substances bubbling all around her might have resulted in premature old age. She looks at you. Then she raises a piece of glass to her eye and looks at you through that. Then she lets out a long, hissing laugh. I am not fooled. You are not of my tribe. You are a pact warrior, a foe. But in this chamber all are welcome. I am Arilda. While you are in this place and cause no harm, I will aid you. Why do you live out here? She smiles and stirs a pot of simmering green goop. I like the solitude. I like being close to the wilds, despite the tower, but mainly because the settlements do not like the smell. Is it not dangerous to be out here? Oh, the woods have their pests, it is true, but even the most mindless are not foolish enough to enter my home and do me harm. That reminds me, you should stay in this chamber. If you explore my tunnels, you might encounter a trap. You can't live near the settlements. The smell of boiling spider eyes and roasted newt makes them ill, and from time to time a mixture goes wrong and puts out a cloud of smoke that you would be happier not to breathe it. So I work my magic far from where people live, and I work in warrens, so if there is a disaster, the traces of it may be easily buried. Tell me about the tower. The tower, to the northeast, home of Moritz Kree, a wizard, a student of the arts of outsiders, an enemy to the old ways, infecting the woods with... I'm rambling. Perhaps I only speak from envy. I know that he has knowledge, and he hoards it. What can you tell me of Moritz Kree? I have met him but once, the last time I delivered my potions to Ogrim Tor, before Lord Karsta Arl told me my services were no longer needed. It was Moritz Kree who turned me away. He bragged that his book of potion recipes so far outpaced my knowledge that... Condescending worm. You envy something of the wizards. She starts to say something, but then she stops. No, you are not going to the wizard's tower. Your goal is elsewhere. Until you are entering the wizard's lair, I will not share my wishes with you. It would be unsafe. I would like to trade for your potions. That is my purpose and my training, and I am obligated by oath to aid all peaceful travelers who come this way. It is what I have sacrificed to master the healing arts. But nothing is free. You will have to pay for my art. That will be fine. Then as long as you are respectful and stay out of my private chambers, you can see my wares. That's a lot of potions. Health, recovery... Ooh. Oh wow, recovery is useful. Why did I never think about that again? Vitality, also useful. Speed, battle frenzy, battle, that's very useful. Curing brew, elixir of health, that's better than a potion of health. Okay, those are all elixirs, those are all stronger versions of all that stuff. I need nothing else. Then I send you back out to the road, and I hope that you leave here after doing as little harm to my people as possible. Oh, you need not worry. And you know what? You know what? We'll be respectful. We'll not explore in there. You don't want us to explore your, private quarters? We won't. Okay. That's a little bit of exploration done. Alright, I'm just going to uncover this little bit here because I can. There will be more explorations of that in some other point. Is there any more of this road to explore? Yes! Yes, there is. Let's go take a look in this direction, then. We'll explore further in this place in the next episode, I think, because this one's gone on... Nah, I got like 5 minutes. I think. It's fine. We'll explore a little bit more here. See if we can find anything. There's actually nothing over here, really. Bloody maze, this place, but for now I'm just sticking to the roads.
When you emerge from the woods, you get a clear view of the mountains to the northeast. A massive stone tower rises from a granite crag far above you. Lights flicker in its windows, and even in the sun, mist hangs heavily around it. This must be the source of the magic you sensed earlier. A wizard's tower, watching over these woods. A road winds up through the mountains to the northeast, defended by several stone gateways. Nathalie looks up at the structure with naked envy.
I'll have to get myself one of those someday.
Yes, I'm sure you will. Also, I see some lizards there, and there are some people over here. There's a rough, muddy road here that curves up to the north and toward Moritz Kree's tower. A patrol of Cimmerian warriors guards it. They aren't happy about it. They have also been told of warriors of Avadon in the area. They really aren't happy about that either. They're trying to seem as unthreatening as possible. They don't want to fight with Avadon. Their leader walks up to you and nods.
I am Lor. We are watching this road. We guard the tower.
Tell me about the tower. She shudders.
We have never been in it. That is the wizard's domain. We don't want to enter it. Ever.
You ask her to elaborate, but she declines. Who told you of me?
I forget. It is not a surprise, though. The arrival of Avadon is important news.
Have you seen any strange beasts around here?
We've heard stories of strange things in the Dorla Woods, but we've seen no sign of them. Perhaps they fear the wizard. They should.
What do you want from me?
We have to question everyone on this road. Why you are here. You should tell us that, if you want.
I am hunting for a shadowy creature. I am merely exploring. It is no concern of yours. Laura seems slightly relieved.
Of course. Cimmeria is a lovely country with many beautiful sights. I hope that you enjoy them. And hunt the deer. They are delicious. I will not question Avadon. Please move on. We will not slow you.
They step out of your way. Then they spare no time getting away from you. Well, okay then. And this is the rest of the road, it looks like, which heads further east to another exit, most likely. This is actually a much more well-traveled road. Yep, yeah, it is. Now, I remember that there is something to the south of the tower that we're going to need to deal with. Okay, so the tower is up in there, and we have things to explore and deal with to the south. And you know what? We will do that in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. Next episode, we'll take a look to the south. I believe there's something that we need to deal with. What is the thing that's stone to the south? Stone circle in the Dorla Woods. I don't remember where that is. Man named Shavan in the Dorla Woods. All it says is to the north. The Widow of Bones. I think that's where it is. Near Moritz Kree's tower. Yes, that's what we're going to find down there. The Widow of Bones. But that is going to be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44. That is Jason, Janelle, and Nathalie. This has been an Avadon Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.